Alright, so here today we have some pretty fun stuff to jump into and talk about. We're going to be going through one of the newest changes they actually patched into the newest update, and this thing is actually a buff on some of the rewards here and some buff on free summons. So today we're going to go through all of that and talk about a new way to acquire some extra pulls here and there throughout some of the updates or resets. If you are new to the channel, again, like and subscribe. Summer giveaway is now ongoing. We're going to be again announcing the details or the winners pretty soon. We'll do that in the midway point of this event, so again, stay tuned for that. All you gotta do to enter is again comment Summer down below, make sure to be subscribed, and again leave a like while you're at it. Join my Discord also for some other information we have for guild applications and such. They are now live over there. Let's hop into the video and let's talk about everything. First things first, with our latest buff over here, we can actually check some of the content here. So first things first, with the content we have in this game, just know a lot of this people avoid. For example, people actually ended up, or we actually ended up getting a kind of rate thing from the devs here, which told us that some of the contents we have aren't played as much as we want them to be played. For example, I think that, Power of Destruction is one of the lesser played contents, hence why this buff came through to make it a little bit more farm worthy, or at least a little bit more reward intensive, so that players consider, yeah, you know what, maybe I will farm this because, again, now it's at least something better out of it. So that's the whole point. The buff comes from Power of Destruction over here, and it will come into the entire aspect of the normal clear. Once you get past training and get into normal, you can now unlock some of the buffed up rewards. Again, the buffed up rewards are again free summons. So in the newest update, a lot of quality of life came through in other aspects of the game also. They kept on doing it. They're going to keep on doing it. Quality of life is going to go through. And again, these buffs are going to happen to make older things or things that are lesser played obviously better. In this case, what got buffed up? So when you get into the normal ranking, you now get to view this thing over here. We're going to take a look over here to reward. There's two different types of rewards you can pick up. For group rank, you can pick up a few of these chests over here. These chests over here are the things that got buffed. If you look over here at overall rank, if you are making overall rank, again, top 25%, which most players can get to if you know what you're doing, or again, top 10, it's a little bit harder, but, top 25 is definitely achievable, you will pick up at least this chest over here, which did get buffed. If you were to look at it, the one that didn't get buffed over here is level 1. This level 1 chest sadly didn't see an improvement, even though it should have, in my fullest opinion. Again, how these chests work, if you don't play Power Destruction or you don't know what it is, basically speaking, you play the thing, you get the ranking. Once you get the ranking, you get this chest. You pop this chest, it's now a chance to get something good. 30% to get 3 Powder of Blessing, which is horrible. Over here, you get 15 Essence Stone, which again, it's 15 Essence Stones, it's something, I guess. Over here, Melding, again, Selection Chest, Melding, or Mono Power Selection Chest, and then over here, Design. Very, very mediocre gifts, very, very garbage, correct? But they went and buffed number 2 over here. So with level 2 over here, the level 2 chest, you can now actually pick up something worth it. 30% again, still mediocre. 20 again of these for 10%, I guess it's fine. 1 in a 10 chance to get this. Over here again, mediocre, mediocre. I mean, it's extra material, so I guess it's something, but for the most part, this is what you want to aim at. You now have a 2% chance to pick up a custom draw ticket. Not half bad. I get it. It is a 2%, so people are going to be like raging over that, but it is there. A lot of people have been actually starting to pull stuff here, and again, it just makes the chest better. And again, how many times you actually get to go through this, how many times per week, how many times per month, whatever, you are just at least earning something worth it, or at least there's something to chase here. Again, Abyssal Fragments or whatever else, Shadow Material. They could have made this a bit better on the design aspect of the box, but again, they buffed it here. Not only did they buff box number 2, they actually buffed box number 3. So again, as many as you pick up, that's how many again you get here. But again, if you look at this, they buffed this one up over here. So depending on how far you go, but let's say you pick up 5 chests, 5 chances to pick up, guess what? Yes, look at the rate info. It's a 1% chance to pick up Hunter exclusive design, and then over here, a 4% chance to pick up custom draw tickets times 1. This, in my opinion, is a far better rate. In my opinion, it should have been 4% down there, 8% over here. But again, who am I to complain? Again, in my opinion, that'll be a better thing because again, it just makes it much easier to pull these and a much better reason to farm this, correct? Getting more custom draw tickets again in the game, and this is why they're trying to do this. I told you, KR players kept complaining that it's not fair that we have that beautiful banner, you keep updating that banner, but after a certain point, there's not a single way to farm, get, or achieve any custom draw tickets other than you giving us gift codes. Other than that, there's no real way other than, again, logging into the game to achieve custom draw tickets. So they've been begging for some ways to achieve these tickets outside of, again, events or something like that. And this is the first, I guess you can say, correction to that system, at least buffing one of the current contents for, again, better rewards. And again, in this case, 4%. Again, is it a farm per se? Not really, but at least it's something that you can get a chance towards. And again, if you are taking power destruction seriously, and you've been taking it seriously, it's much more lucrative now to actually go through this and again take care of this. That's why it's a pretty good change. So again, depending on which one you end up getting, whatever the score ends up being, just make sure again you now know that these chests are somewhat worth it. So if you didn't take it seriously and you didn't ever choose to care about this, try caring about it now, because again, it does have summons in there. Would have been cooler to be at a higher rate, but can't again complain. At least it is something that they did go and add. But again, you can also get it for the group ranking. You can also get it for the overall ranking. Mainly, you just want to at least get a level 2 or below. So again, even if you aim for just top 25%, at least it's something. And again, if you were to look at it, yeah, I can't check the other rewards because they've been changed. But if you were to look at it again, the previous chest did not have summons. They now have summons. So a nice change overall. They also, again, buffed up recently. I think, you know, this already buffed up these things over here for the drop rates and such. With the newest event, also, you see how many summons they're giving away. They have to, again, do that because KR players are definitely dying for it. And they're not wrong. Let's be honest here. They're not wrong, correct? Whatever it is, you can't get custom draw tickets past the point, yeah? Again, also, they've changed Battlefield Trials. A lot of people kept asking me in my last video, what does that exactly mean? They changed this content to a 3-week content. Clearly, you can take a look into it now. It's 3 weeks before this thing goes and ends. 15 days, 18 hours now. Why is that the change going through? They just decided instead of changing it weekly, we'll just change it over the course of 3 weeks. So you farm it out the first time and then it resets again 3 weeks later. It makes it, in their words, apparently just much more challenging, apparently. But this now gives you 4,500, again, Essence Stones. Remember, they could have easily patched in like the summons over here and maybe through missions or maybe through one of these things gave some summons. They didn't, which kind of sucks. But I hope for the future, if they were to buff up these like floor loot rewards, because some of these are horrible, dog. Like, what? 100k, I guess, is not bad. 2 of these, I mean, for a lot of this stuff here, this could be definitely better, right? And if they were to buff these summons up, I think that this would be like the best way to do it. And again, it reoccurs. It keeps coming. It does not stop. There's no, again, layover where it's not there. But now, again, it's 3 weeks. But I definitely could see that this could be the better way to solve the summons thing. Again, a guaranteed thing versus a rate now that we have. Last but not least, this was also buffed up. We now have 2 additional tiers over here now that we are able to reach level 85. Again, not, you know, anything really, really special, but it does have 30 of these, which again, if you were to say, it's not half bad. And then again, 300k golds. If you were to look at it, you know, more of these would be pretty nice, or this pretty nice. But for what it is, hey, it's 84. 2 new additional rewards here. Again, as this keeps increasing, we're gonna keep getting good stuff. Apparently the good stuff always is at 80 or maybe like 70. So hopefully when we get 90 again, or again in this case 100 or further, it's a better reward. But it's not bad. 30 of those, 300k of that, it's not, again, half bad. Those are the new rewards from that. Beyond that, again, we also have the increase, I think, in the patch notes that already told us. But everything, I think reputation also got buffed up, so you have more summons to gain from there. A lot of stuff associated also with the entire player rank, and new achievements have been added, so you can actually get some more summons over there as you achieve more of the new content that's been added. So again, achievements, that's been buffed up. We have that over there been buffed up. Power destruction, now worth it to farm, because again, you have free summons you can actually pick up per those chests. Again, sure, it's a rate, but it is still something. You also then have, again, the new buffed up and changed system of how they operate Tower of Trials in this case, or again, what do they call it in this game? I messed it up. Tower Trials GC, Battlefield of Trials. All right, so take care, have fun. That's everything. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.